So my name is Klaus Mühlhahn and I teach Chinese history at the Free University Berlin. I'm a historian of modern China and my research interests is legal history of China, criminal justice in particular, the penal camp system, and so on. I have worked here, I think the first time I was here using the archives was in the mid-90s when I did work on my dissertation. And then I've been coming back here for all of my major research work. And what I mostly came here for were the personal files, the collections in the archives, personal papers by people who were involved with policy making, and also papers by dissidents, Chinese dissidents, who left their memoirs and other writings here in the archives that I think are very a valuable source. Then I was, of course, like many other scholars in the China field, I was interested in the diary by Chiang Kai-shek that is here deposited and that I used in a workshop. And I was also using the KMT archives because they're accessible in Taiwan too, but they have a very good, index system here and the possibility to search electronically. So I found this very useful. This time, or just recently, I've sent a student here to one of my students. We have a big project, a collaborative project on dealing with relief policies and relief efforts by the Communist Party, dealing with refugees, practically the refugee crisis. And there are some papers here that we looked at, people who were involved in these relief efforts, foreigners as well as Chinese, have their papers here in the holdings, and that was what we looked at. And also in the context of this project, we also did research with the KMT archives. And for me, the Hoover institution is really important because it also allows me not only to work specifically on China, but I think also to connect with scholars working on Soviet Russia. And then for us, we know that Russia has been very important for China when it developed its own policies there. So I think for me, that's also a very good way to make contact and develop a comparative perspective and so on. So I think that's actually for me the unique place of this institution, that it allows the study of totalitarian regimes and governments, not only of a single country, but actually, in a broader context that I find is really significant for understanding also the developments in a single country.